Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. If you're wondering why I look the way I did up, I just got home walking in the pouring down rain. I did some schoolwork things, I came back to pouring down rain, I don't want back in it, I don't appreciate it. So I gotta, we're gonna get right in the video here though, because I ain't got time to waste on this stuff. So this is, when evil parents realize they've been caught. This is gonna be a long one, we got some long videos coming up for you. Let's jump, hit the like button, hit subscribe button, comment thing down below. Let's go.
Deserves a parent, but not every parent deserves a child.
Please, can I go and see him? Please, can I go and see him? Please, can I go and see him?
Hey, loud.
May I go and see them?
Sit in the back. Get in there.
Please, why?
What do you mean why? Get in the back of the car. Slide in the car now.
Here are 6 cases when evil parents realized they've been caught. Starting with this case, where an officer from the Volusia County Sheriff's Office responded to a call concerning a child out on the driveway who looked neglected.
Okay. Who's... Did we find? No.
I just pulled over.
I found him. Man, my heart is about to jump out my body.
They were walking in the road?
Yes, it's they. He actually.
Oh, I know where he is. I think I'm pretty sure I know which one. He's from that one right there.
Oh, good.
I'm pretty sure.
I hope so.
Hey, buddy.
I don't know.
You want to come to me or are you good there with her?
Oh, look at you.
All right, let's go. Let me hang tight. Can you pull over here for me 1 second?
So this is all gonna be interesting because there's one thing that's known about me on this channel. There's one thing I don't like. It's a parent who does something to a child. Now I don't know how bad these things go. I do know I saw one that used his child as a shield, so that's gonna get some talking from me. But let's see how this goes.
I think I remember this guy.
Poor little man.
Does he say anything to you?
No, he didn't say anything. He's not afraid of for sure.
He didn't say nothing, no?
No.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Come here, buddy.
But he almost ran out in front of my truck when I was trying to hear he's running in front of their car.
Gotcha. Jesus Christ. Give me one. Just hang tight for me 1 second and I'll get all your information.
2 concerned women had pulled over and dialed 911, fearing for the child's safety. But this isn't the first time the officer has dealt with the same child, as he knew exactly who the parents were.
Is this where you came from?
Yeah.
Hello! See my blue lights, buddy? Look at that. We're gonna sit in that car actually. Can you hang tight with him while I pull my car over here and you can sit in the back of my car for a second? Absolutely is.
Come
There you go.
here. Hey, little
Thank you.
Oh, you poor little diaper.
That just freaked me out.
Absolutely. Let me pull my car in here.
I had to pull over. I had to.
No, absolutely. Where was he walking? He was just walking right here?
Yeah, get ready to walk into the intersection. And I'm just coming from New Smyrna for my doctor's appointment.
Okay.
It freaked me out.
Would you mind giving me a written statement about what exactly what happened? Okay, give me
I
1 second.
definitely will.
And I know you're working, so I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible for you.
Thank you.
You know, I don't want to say it's that trailer right there,
Right.
but I was out here for a similar incident, and it was that trailer right there, so I'm going to try to find the mom again.
Same child?
They were younger, they were younger, obviously, at the time, but that's why I'm kind of remembering him. You're a godsend today.
Yes.
Go ahead. You want to sit in the back of my car real quick? With the blue lights on? We'll put the blue lights on, all right?
Poor baby.
Woo! Look at you, man.
And that's so cool.
Right? Look at you, all right? You want to sit in your car?
Okay,
Go ahead,
yeah,
where it's
that'd
nice
be
and cold, and
great.
I'll hang out here with him.
Thanks.
What's up, little man? You like it in here? Woo! Boom, push it. Look at that.
After receiving no response from the parents, the officer
This cop is the saint of all. He is the nicest man to deal with this child. The man is just the nicest human being you'll know. You can tell when a cop's a nice thing. He is probably a little annoyed, not the child, annoyed that he's even in this situation because the parents have been looking after the child. Clearly this is a not good situation, but he's a saint to that child.
decides to take the witness statements and wait for the parents. The officer's behavior with the child should be applauded as it helped with keeping the child calm. Not long after, the parents come out and are confronted by the officer.
You recognize me?
No.
You don't recognize me? I was here last time when this happened. You remember that?
Yeah.
And your son today was in the street walking out on US 1, and luckily some nice ladies saw him and stopped before he got smushed by a freaking car. You know, what were you guys doing in there?
We were just sleeping.
Just sleeping?
Yeah.
Can we get him a new diaper on? His diaper is really soiled.
He is not happy with these parents at all, and the fact he has to deal with this a second time is always saying the fact they're sleeping and just not paying attention to the child at all. There was so much there that's not right. There's so much, and this guy's not happy. This guy's not happy with them at all.
You don't even want to, like, I mean, you can look at it obviously, but it's disgusting. Like, I didn't even want to walk in there, but I wanted to make sure there wasn't another kid in there.
Is this the same kid or a different one?
No, it's the same kid. It's the same kid that called us last time. He's got a younger sister, I think. She's with the grandparents. So we're going to need to call DCF or the grandparents.
Shockingly, the mother had no reaction upon knowing that her son was on the verge of being run over, showing the type of people they are. Fortunately for the little boy,
his parents were probably more annoyed they had to deal with them in the first place. I'm not even joking. These parents are probably more annoyed at the fact that they had to deal with the child in the first place. They probably wish the child was over at the grandparents so they could just sleep all day. They're probably super lazy, and they probably did more than sleeping too. Stupid asses.
the officer then informs the parents that they are going to be arrested for child neglect.
Step out of the car for me. Come here. Come on. Step out of the car. Put your hands behind your back. I've had enough of this with both of you.
What, so you're arrested?
You both are getting arrested, so get your kid dressed.
For what?
Child neglect.
Why?
Come on. What do you mean, why? Have a seat in the back of my car. I've had enough of you guys. Sit in the back. Get in there.
Please, why?
What do you mean, why? Sit in the back of the car. Slide in the car now.
This officer has no time for these two. He's dealt with this a second time he's dealt with this. These two had no care at all for the fact that child almost got run over. They didn't even seem to annoyed the fact the officer brought it to their attention. They probably kind of wish they all did. They seem those stupid ass neglectful parents. He ain't even playing the game with these two. Not even letting. He gave them a pass the first time. Ain't doing it the second time.
Sure.
Poor parenting. Add that one to the list. Turn around. Come here. You're next.
For what? Why am I getting arrested?
Child neglect. Put your hands behind your back.
What did I do though?
What did you do? It's what about you didn't do. You didn't watch your kid. Your kid's out on the road. This is a history with you two. I mean, this is just a circus. All I want was the kid to get some clothes and get changed.
What do
you guys couldn't even do that.
What do you think I was doing?
Around. That's what you were doing.
I was putting clothes on.
I hate this guy. The guy who's being arrested right now, it actually what annoys me. Just his voice annoys me. Like, I don't like him. I just need to hear him talk, and I wouldn't like him.
This is not fair at all.
It's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair to your son. That's what it's not fair to. Have a seat. They're letting him eat old McDonald's that's like 10 years old. They can't get him clothes. But he's walking around with his glass everywhere. You know, this is just ridiculous. My patience is done with these two.
Not having shown any type of remorse for the situation in which their son was, but doing it when they realize they are being arrested is disgusting.
Agreed.
The couple's son was placed in the custody of the State Department of Children and Families, and the later identified parents, 28-year-old Yajira Tirado and 25-year-old Jacob Kruger, were booked into the Volusia County Branch Jail on a $5,000 bond. But if you thought those were disgusting parents, wait until you hear about 19-year-old
Oh, I know this one. This is the one who just gave birth in the bathroom of the hospital, then threw the child in the garbage so the child died. Yep. I remember this one. This one's hard for me to get through, man. This is one of them ones that's hard for me to get through.
Year-old Alexi Trevizo.
I'm just going to tell you this. I've never, ever seen a reaction like that girl. I don't even know what to say about it. There was zero emotion.
On January 27, 2023, Alexi Trevizo was admitted to Artesia General Hospital in New Mexico for extreme back pain. The only thing, however, is that this wasn't just normal back pain. She was having labor pain, and instead of letting the doctors know, she decided to do the unthinkable. What followed was an incident that would forever traumatize the medical staff involved in the case.
So they started working her up. We did a pregnancy test on her, showed positive. She was denying that she had sex. Then she said she had to go to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. She was in there for quite a while. We kept knocking on the door.
This entire thing makes me sick. Almost literally. There is so much about this I hate. So much about this that just pisses me off. There's so much this girl does where she doesn't care at all about anyone but herself. She's so selfishly thought in her head. This one's tough for me to get through, honestly.
Finally, we got her to open the door, and there was blood everywhere. She was cleaning it up. So we took her back to the room, and I was afraid that she knew she was pregnant. She had done something to herself. So the doctor started doing an exam on her. We had the lady come to clean the bathroom. She put the baby in the trash can, and then she put another clean liner over the top of it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So when they looked in there, there was no trash in there, but it was underneath the clean bag. The baby's dead. Okay, we have him in trauma too, but she killed the kid.
Yeah. How old was the baby?
I don't know. It's full term. She just had it. She had it in the bathroom. Was what happened, and then whatever she did, I don't know. She's gonna lie. She wouldn't tell us she's pregnant. She's been lying the whole time.
Alexi had been in the bathroom for quite some time until nurses realized.
What did you do to it?
Okay, stop right here. Stop. Number one priority, guys. Number one priority is she just had a baby. I don't know if she's delivered the placenta. She's bleeding significantly.
Yeah.
I've spoken to the obstetrician at Loveless. They want her up there as soon as possible.
Okay.
Obviously need your permission to transfer her for medicals. She needs to
She's
be
19.
Oh, you're right.
But she is a student too.
She's still 19 years
you're
old.
right. You're right. She needs to. I'm sorry, I forgot she's 19.
Keep having me.
But you need to make sure that you're safe. I need to send you to Loveless to labor and delivery. Will you please agree to that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. I'm going to work on that. In terms, I'm sorry about this, but in terms of delivering a baby and it looked like you tried to hide it, we do have to have the police involved.
And nothing was crying. It came out with nothing.
I know. But the baby's going to have to be taken for autopsy and there'll be an investigator and everything. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Here's the thing, right? This is where we found out. Okay, so they'll probably tell us, but she was scared. She did it. She was scared that what her mother's reaction would be. She found out she was pregnant. I'll tell you now, her mother had a more annoyed reaction, an angered reaction at the fact she killed the child the way she did over the fact that she was pregnant. Because if you're pregnant, your mom will be mad at you. I guarantee you her mom would be mad at her. But I guarantee you this, her mom will help her take care of the goddamn child. The father of this thing, the young boy who was the father of it, also, I bet, wanted to be involved in the child's life, would have wished he was a thief. I don't think he even knew she was pregnant. Tells you everything you need to know. She, only thought about herself here.
Sorry, but we need to do this correctly.
The newborn had been found covered with linen at the bottom of the trash can, which shows that Alexi had tried to hide her crime but failed. Not only that, but she refers to her baby as nothing when saying nothing was crying, which again shows the type of person she actually is.
Where did you put the baby at? Tell me the truth.
517.
You put it in the bag?
Yes.
In what bag? Why did you say anything to us? Do you want to get in trouble for this now? You could get in trouble for this.
The mother's reaction and attitude to the news are totally not what one would expect in a situation like this. More sad is to see one of the nurses showing more compassion and grief for the baby than his real family.
And all I saw was like blood everywhere.
Sorry about that, I had to answer that call. Let's get back into these. But, what was I saying before? I don't remember what I was saying before, so I can...
Everywhere, like on the walls, on the toilet. It just looked like a horror film. The umbilical cord looked like an animal had tore it apart. Like, you know, have you ever eaten string cheese? And, you know, when you twist it, that's how the bottom of the umbilical cord looked. And then, like, I've been kicking myself on this because I feel like, you know, if I would have just taken it out, I would have seen it.
Well, no one prepares for that type of thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Most people don't act like that. So don't blame yourself for it.
Yeah.
Because it's not a natural thing to do.
Well, I mean, it's just hard because I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother. And I've dealt with...
She's a grandmother? I'm sorry, I just got thrown off there. She doesn't look like... super old enough to be a grandmother. Sorry, that felt like random thing to compliment, but it just threw me off.
Death before, but never like this.
Right.
You know, like, it was horrible.
Alexi Treviso was finally detained and later arrested on charges of first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. She faces life in prison if...
I still think, understandably, I still think first-degree murder is a little bit of a little bit of an insane conviction. I think me and a couple other people, when we first looked at this story, said it should be manslaughter. 100% manslaughter. Like, 100% it's manslaughter. I don't think first-degree murder and life in prison without parole is necessary for this situation. I think that's a bit of an overreaction to this. That's just my opinion. Maybe y'all disagree with me, but I don't think that's a necessary sentence for this.
Convicted.
I'll bring her out. Just tell me what's going on.
For her arrest.
Okay.
I will give it to her whenever...
Can I see her?
She can see the warrant when she gets arrested.
But this is my house. I have a right to see the warrant.
I'm letting you know she has a warrant for her arrest. We don't have a search warrant for your house. We have a warrant for her arrest.
Okay, can we see the warrant?
Yeah, once we
She gets a copy of it.
Can I go up there when you take her up there?
You can go to the detention. Do you know where it is?
Everything?
It's
Okay, so what is she under arrest for?
She's over 18. She's got to talk to her.
I understand that.
Right.
This is a mother trying to protect her daughter. The thing is, at the moment, you're in a position you can't. She is 19 years old. Those police don't have to tell you a goddamn thing. Not one single goddamn thing. They don't have to tell you anything. And if they don't want you, trust me, they'll get her without you wanting to. If you don't want to cooperate. But if you don't want to cooperate also, it's going to cause more issues for you. Mom, I'm just suggesting you help your daughter out here. Get her out of the way. Don't make it worse for both of you.
Detective Gonzalez, what is she under arrest for?
She has a warrant for arrest. Okay?
For what?
That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay?
What do you mean that's all you're going to tell me?
She's over the age of 18.
I understand that, but I have a right to know as well.
And we'll tell you that. But
okay, then let me know now. Let me know now. I'm giving you the cooperation. I told you answer my question. Well, what is she under arrest for?
Like I said, she's over the age of 18.
To make matters worse, not long after this incident, Alexi was seen enjoying her school prom, and her mother is suing the hospital, blaming them for the whole ordeal. But if you thought parents couldn't get...
Wait, what? Woman, do you know how zero chance you have for this? Listen, they let her out on bond, probably. That's fine. I don't know what they did, actually. I don't know how she got school prom. I would assume she probably got let out on bond. Here's what I'm saying to you. Mommy, you have zero chance of winning this lawsuit. You have literally zero. I couldn't think of how you could win this lawsuit. Considering the fact that things she was in fear of was you, that's a whole different statement.
Get any worse. On April 22nd, 2021, police arrived at a home to discover the cries of children screaming for their mother. Neighbors concerned about the kids' well-being were quick to dial 911.
someone passed out in Grand Rapids?
So, by the looks of it at this moment, children are screaming for their parents, and the mom's, I guess by the way it looks like she's passed out on the floor.
Are they both your children? Yeah.
The officers that arrived then found the children locked in a room in deplorable conditions. The mother, once confronted, even dares to put their cries off as them playing.
Hello? Yeah, you. Yeah.
You guys looking for someone? Yeah, you. Me? Oh. Mom, like, oh, okay. Well, you found me. Good looking.
Yeah, are you the mother of these children here?
Yeah, what's up?
They've been screaming and crying?
Yeah, they're playing. They have the windows open. That's what they do.
They're not playing, ma'am.
Right. Well, he looks like he needs some juice or something. He's showing me his cup.
Yeah, I was just about to go get them.
Okay, well, we're getting complaints. They feel like there's children in distress over here.
Yeah, they're very loud and they scream a lot.
She's like, yeah. See, the thing is, I'm gonna help you. I'm so much waiting for listen, I'm gonna help you out. See, these children, they scream a lot. They're loud children. You know children are loud? Yeah, I never knew this. Children were loud. So, because of that, they make noises. And the noises are not super quiet. So that's all. See, they're just loud human beings. These specimens, these human beings are loud. So you gotta just kind of cooperate. We just gotta think. They're just, that's it.
Yeah, it's called a kid.
Thank you, God, for being the smart ass I need. He's like, yeah, she's that loud. He's like, yeah, it's called a kid. That's what they do.
Yeah. They scream a lot and they're very,
How old are they?
Almost 2 and 3. They're very
Is anybody supervising them?
Yeah, I was just in there. Like, I was just in there getting them stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
Please, this is... Don't, listen, y'all need to get with this mother. I bet she was sleeping. I bet she's sleeping. Think she should not be with these children.
I have my other daughter in the
So there's like 10,000 choking hazards in there that they're locked in that room and nobody's in there supervising them? As they're screaming for the whole neighborhood to call us?
Is that right in your eyes?
And this apparently has not been the first time from all your neighbors calling in, saying that they hear this multiple times throughout the week. Do you have an ID with you?
I was waiting for her to slam the door. I'm waiting for the door to close. Like she doesn't want them there. I'm waiting for the door to close.
The officers, besides the disgusting look of the house, notice cockroaches on the walls. And to make matters worse, she even declares that the house is a safe environment for her children.
When was the last time you even changed their diapers? As it's sagging there, probably full.
They had a ton of juice, and it was probably an hour and a half ago that I changed their diapers.
Does this seem to be a safe environment for your children?
Yeah, it's completely safe. It's just...
I'd arrest her for that answer. If you see cockroaches on the wall, and you immediately go into safe environment, you should just get arrested just on that reason. You should never be allowed near children. You clearly are not meant to be around children.
They're very, very loud and vocal.
Arrest her, please. I hate these two already.
This is a safe environment, huh?
We're still cleaning it out. Their uncle and their aunt just left and they trashed the place.
I hate this girl. This girl should not be allowed near children. They should not be allowed to have children. They're all what's wrong. Also, I hate to be the one to do this. I hate to be the one to say this, though. Has anyone gone to grab these children? We're still talking about them crying. You're talking to this girl and saying, if there's a clear danger, someone needs to be... Is anyone with these children right now?
I'm not enthused so far. to be honest with you. You notice the cockroaches on the walls?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can see the...
So the screen was in there.
Yeah, the screen was in, but you see how they had the holes and stuff, but they're pushing their fingers through, and I mean, I feel like you could easily push that out if you actually tried.
Okay.
It took her several minutes to, it seemed, a good amount of time to answer the door. When she answered the door, she was like groggy and tired.
Was the baby with her when she answered the door?
No.
Yeah, so she wasn't.
The infant was asleep in the bed. She seemed tired, groggy, kind of out of it, like she just awoken. And they were banging on the door that was locked from the other side. With an empty juice cup. Mommy, mommy, mommy.
With an empty
scream. Juice cup.
Juice cup? Juice. Oh, juice cup. I was like, what's a juice cup? Okay.
And screaming, mommy, mommy, juice, juice. And just loud screeching.
The mother, who previously had no reaction to being told about her children's cries, now is seen breaking down as she's arrested for child neglect.
You want to explain or?
Sure. So based on our findings tonight, okay, we do have probable cause to make the arrest on both of you. Right? It's just not fair.
I thought that was my phone. I was looking at it, I'm like, no one's calling me. Who's that? I was like, oh, it's in the video. Thought that was my phone for a second.
So what's happening with these kids? Alright, so both of y'all are going to be going to jail tonight for child neglect. Okay, PCF has obviously custody of the kids, and they're going to be staying with your sister, cousin. Is that what it is? Hopefully you guys are able to get out tomorrow. You can get back to your baby.
Yeah, with what? We have no money. I have no family.
I understand, but we have probable cause to make the arrest.
We don't tolerate this. All right. The conditions they're in is unsafe for them, in general. Completely unsatisfactory.
You're gonna probably want your wallet, your ID when you go. Alright, go ahead, put your hands behind back, please. Put your palms together, just like you're praying. Palms together. Palms together, like you're praying.
Christina Coe and Gilbert Bridewell were finally arrested and transported to the Sheriff Perry Hall.
I didn't even know there was a guy with them. That makes that even worse. The fact that both of them are there and not paying attention. I didn't even know the guy was there, honestly.
Inmate detention facility. They were both charged with 3 counts of felony child neglect without great bodily harm. And because neighbors called the cops, these small babies were saved from terrible people like this. And another very similar situation happened too, but this time, kids were left in a hot car until an Uber driver realized it. On August 21st, 2021, Ohio police officers responded to a 911 call about kids being left out in a car for hours.
You pointed out to me that you seen the kids in the car left. I talked to the little girl. She said she don't know how long she been in here.
Okay.
One is like an infant, probably like 4 or 5. And I think the other one's like 3 or 4.
Okay.
I was just doing an Uber Eats here.
You're fine. Okay.
And drove by, and the little girl was hanging out the window screaming.
What? The windows was rolled up though?
Like the 2 are like the 2 how they are were kind of like how they are, but the 2 back were this one was up. The little like 3-year-old here was hanging out the car screaming, like screaming for her mom. So I stopped and I was like, "What's your mom's name?"
What's your name?
Steven.
Say you notify.
I do gig work for work.
Okay,
so
okay.
I was doing an Uber Eats here, and like I said, I drive by and the little girl was hanging out the window screaming for her mom. So I'm a parent, so I was like, I walked up to the car to make sure there was nobody in the car with them, and I asked her, I said, "What's your mom's name? I'll go get her." And then I saw the security guard and I asked him to come outside because this is a serious matter. And I was like, "You gotta call the police. This isn't okay."
Here we can see how thanks to this guy, these kids were saved from a fatal fate. To the shock of everyone, we are later informed that the mother had been donating her plasma and had checked in at 7:30 in the morning, leaving her 2 children in the hot car for almost 4 hours until this point. It seems that because this happened in the morning, the kids were luckily able to resist for longer as it wasn't too hot.
So she's been checked in with us since 7:30 a.m.
7:30 a.m. Okay.
Oh my God, Lord Jesus.
It's getting really warm out here now.
It's really hot.
And
And look, the baby's dressed in pants and long sleeves.
What's your name?
My name is Stacy. I'm the registered nurse here.
Alright, Stacy. Alright, we're just getting them checked out.
Yeah.
I appreciate it a lot.
You're welcome.
Been here since 7:30. Been here since 7:30.
When confronted, the mother was seen unable to process what she had done wrong, clearly showing what a great parent she is. Like we've seen in the other cases, she breaks down crying after being told she is going to be charged for child neglect, but has no reaction to when the officers told her about how she had endangered her children.
The windows is rolled up.
Yes, ma'am.
And the kids are here now.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
We come here. However, they were unable. People were here, bystanders. Were able to, open the door, give the kids some water. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
However, this is serious. This is severity crime. Okay. You can't just leave the kids in the car unattended. All right. The car was not on.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't leave it on.
Yeah. I mean, it's hot outside. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you mean to? Okay.
Even if it was on, people can take your children.
Yeah.
They can take your car.
Yeah.
And it's like near 85 degrees outside. Inside that car heats up very fast.
Yeah.
And children at a young age are they're easily raise their temperature level up.
Alright, so I'm gonna go talk to my surgeon here. We're gonna discuss how we're gonna proceed. We're gonna go to the hospital, get the kids checked out. I'm gonna notify Child Family Services. Alright? And we'll go from there, okay? Okay.
Hold on, I gotta see.
Are you pregnant or postpartum?
No.
Go put your hands behind. We're just detaining you right now, alright?
I'm being detained?
Yes. Put your hands together like you're praying. Like you're praying. There you go.
Don't see my baby.
Yeah, stand by, alright?
The mother, who previously hadn't checked up on her kids, now demands to see her kids as she's being arrested.
Don't see my baby.
Hold on.
You don't get to. No. So don't make things. She does not care about these children at all. She was willing, perfectly willing, to let them sit in a car for 4 hours, or probably more, if they had not come done anything. Wouldn't have cared at all. We need to thank that Uber Eats driver. Because if he had not done it, I don't know how long these kids would have sat there.
Alright, come on to me. Yeah, Stacy Aldridge. 7:30, right? 7:43, okay.
Please, can I go and see him? Please, can I go and see him? Please, can I go and see him?
Hey, laugh.
May I go and see them?
Yeah, they're going to the hospital, okay?
The woman, later identified as Tamisha Massey, was finally charged with endangering children. She was then entered into a drug court mandated program where she successfully completed it after a few months. And if you thought a mother leaving her kids in the hot car for hours was shocking, then you haven't heard about the heartbreaking ordeal the kids in this case had to go through. Brittany Gosney and James Hamilton lived with their 3 children.
These two look like people that should not have children. They do not look like they should have children at all. Not one bit should either of these two be near children.
Aged 6, 7, and 9 years old. To say they were bad parents is an understatement, as the couple would do anything other than take care of their kids. Often served microwaved Hot Pockets for dinner, the kids would survive in the toxic household where James would often lose his rage, and Brittany found ways to not look after her children. That is, until March 2021, when Brittany and James arrived at the police station to report their 6-year-old, James Jr., missing. After noticing unusual behavior from the parents, detectives placed the couple in separate rooms for questioning. What unfolded is absolutely disturbing.
Oh, so my assumption is these two caused the death or the missingness of this children. Either the child died and they got rid of it. My guess is since they blocked out 2 pictures of the children, I bet they ain't the only one.
Did you wake up the kids or Brittany to make sure they didn't know where little James was Well, it was around about 8:30 this morning. I woke back up with everybody, and we all went looking again, and we couldn't find him nowhere. We came here.
What's your gut feeling of what you think happened to little James?
I don't know. I'm hoping he's somewhere there in the neighborhood.
Does he have any friends that he hangs out with?
None I'm aware of.
Does he have any of the parks that he likes to go to?
Any parks. I mean, he can swing, anything will be on.
Okay. Well, you know, like I said, I really appreciate you talking to me. And we're still trying to get to the bottom of all this. And obviously you and Brittany are our number one sources of information that's going to help us right now. But we got to find him. I'm sure you want him found as bad as we do.
I'd like to go as soon as possible before I go back out looking for him.
Sure. Well, you hold tight right here, and if you need something knocking on the door, I'm going to go check and see what else they can come up with. Maybe I got good news.
James mentions that after a dinner of pizza rolls, they had put the children to bed. He then checked in on them at around 4 o'clock in the morning when he realized little James was missing. But is this the same story that Brittany would tell the detectives?
No. Because you're both are stupid. And you're both are horrible parents who should not have children. And we want to find out why. I want to find out you two should just cease to exist. Your children should be taken away from you. You should both go rot in prison.
Did the 6-year-old get in trouble last night? Yeah, he got in trouble for something. I don't remember what it was. You don't remember what it was? Okay. What was the punishment last night? Corner. I don't really like putting my hands on my kids. That's okay. That's fine. Some people don't. You guys, what'd you have for dinner last night? They had pizza rolls and chips. The kids did? Okay. They're telling me that James had gotten in trouble for something and that he wasn't given pizza rolls, but he was given bread instead because that was his punishment. You remember that? No, we gave him like lunch meat sandwiches at lunchtime. And then all three of them, you're saying, got pizza rolls last night? Why would the kids tell me that? I don't never make them go without any meal. I know that. I'd rather go without before them. I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to figure out what they're talking about.
Is this even true? Or are you just making this up? This is an honest question. Is this actually true, or is this you're just making this up?
What the kids are talking about. Basically, I'm waiting for my guy to come here. He's going to do the polygraph for me, and we'll just kind of go from there. I got guys out canvassing the neighborhood. So we're actively looking for James. Okay. Little James is what I call him now because we got Big James in there. It's so confusing, I understand. So we're looking for James now. Don't think we're just sitting here talking to you. I got a bunch of people out doing it. I was going to say, is anybody even out there looking for him? Yes, 100%. Because I'm sure brother and sisters worry about little brother. Your daughter also said sometimes the Big James doesn't get along with Little James. What would she mean by that? I have no idea. Does Little James get any more or less trouble than the other two? They all get about the same. They're all close to the same age. They all, okay. So I know James does like being mean to them, so taking their toy away. Oh, Little James. Yes, not that. I got you. How about I just say my son? Yeah, that'll work. All right.
Brittany's reactions are really unusual for a mother who has just lost her kid. Instead of being hysterical over it, she is casually chatting and even laughs along with the detective. Detectives know they need a confession from either of them to find young James, but they have assumed the worst already, and so they decide to confront James with the information that Brittany has told them everything. This being a risky chance the detectives are willing to take.
Hey, James.
So this is interesting. So they are going to say, even though it's not true, they're going to say that they were told everything. hoping that when he hears that, he'll like break. That is very risky to do. Not a bad idea to do, but it's a very risky move. Because if he's still thinking you have nothing left.
You out there at your house?
Yes, sir.
A few minutes. I just talked to my girlfriend there, and I'm terrible with names. What's her name?
Brittany.
Brittany. All right, now she's told me most of the truth. Okay, she's saying she don't remember where he's at, but she's told me about he's dead. Okay, and that you guys were together. Okay.
What do you want to know, sir?
I need to know where the body's at.
That I do not know. As for me being with her and the kids, no, sir, I was not.
Okay, and we can talk about that later.
Back home.
We can talk about if you were there or not later. Okay, she's saying all 5 of you were together, and this is what happened. Okay, and I'm not going to go into details what she told me there. Okay, so that this.
That's a smart move. That is a smart move. That's a smart little way he's wording this. He's wording the because if he can't go into details because he doesn't know what happened. But if he tries to and he gets it and that's not what happened, he'll know he's lying.
This point.
Well, what did she tell you that happened, sir?
Well, I know that he's dead, and I know that his body's somewhere, and I need to figure out. I'm wanting right now to recover his body is really important to me because it gives closure to both of you guys. Okay, that's the most important thing. We can go into detail later that when it's happened. Okay, because surely she's smart enough to tell you, even if you weren't with her, okay, you got to take some ownership of this, okay? Don't minimize anything.
The ownership I would take of it where I didn't call when she brought the body home, sir.
Okay, where is the body then? When she brought the body home, what did she say she did with it?
She didn't tell me, sir. It happened up at Rush Run Park is where it happened at.
It happened in Rush Run?
Yes, she was supposed to take the kids up there, give them a scare tactic.
Right.
Drop them off for a few minutes, turn around, go get them. Because they all was acting up real bad.
Right.
James claims that Brittany had taken the kids to a remote area out of town as a sort of punishment to get them to behave, during which little James had tripped and fell. The impact had ended his life. Brittany then brought the body back home to where James was waiting.
But now, so when she brought the body back to the house.
She brought the body back to the house.
And what's the conversation then?
Conversation.
I've been freaking out.
I was. I told her. I mean, she called me.
So, did she leave? You're saying she brought the body back home, though?
Yes.
Okay. Where was the body at when you saw it?
Upstairs in his bedroom.
In his bedroom.
What time?
When was all this? A couple days ago? Yesterday? Today?
Friday night.
It was Friday night. So we're into Sunday now. We were Sunday morning. And how did you guys come up with the idea of, well, we're going to have to report him missing at some point, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That was her idea, sir.
Okay. So she brings the body home. Is it in the bedroom? And then what happens? Even if you yourself went out totally by yourself and got rid of it, I just need to know where. If you're not,
you're still helping your wife.
James thinks Brittany has confessed to everything, including that he had been there during the crime. As his next plan of action, he decides to separate himself from the situation, but what he doesn't know is that by continuing to talk to the detectives, he is only digging his own grave.
Okay, were you with her when the body was dumped?
Yes.
Okay. If we went out driving, did you take it back up to Rush Run?
We wasn't up the Rush Run, man. I went east off a bridge. He's in the river.
Okay. What bridge? Middletown Bridge?
No. Cincinnati.
Down in Cincinnati?
Well, it's the bridge that goes from Kentucky to Indiana.
Okay. How did you get, what time of day or night is this?
This was about 3 o'clock this morning.
This morning? Okay. What did you do with the other 2 kids go with you then?
No, they was at home and back asleep.
Alright, so both of you guys get up. We got to do something. And then take him down to Cincinnati off 71. You're thinking
275, yeah.
Okay, and just throw him, did you go throw him off the bridge or did you
hold him off the bridge?
Was it like a stream or was it the actual river?
The actual river.
The Ohio River, the big one.
Yes.
Fine, but You're doing good. I know this is hard on you, all right? Look at me. I know this is hard on you.
Now I'm going to jail just for helping her. Though.
Okay, we can figure all that out. Okay, listen,
This ain't fair to me.
it ain't fair to the little boy either. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I told her that. I mean, when she called me and told me she was at the wrong place, I told her, turn around, come home. Turn around, come home.
At the wrong place. You mean a rush?
At Rush Run.
Okay. What was her plan then? Because he didn't accidentally get bald.
I don't know, sir. I mean, the story she told me when she came home, 1 minute it was he had the handle door, and she took off, and he fell.
On the car? On the van?
On my van.
Okay.
Then the next minute it was that he was chasing after her, tripped and fell.
So she told you a couple different stories?
Yes.
James claims to not know the actual truth, as Brittany had told him multiple stories of what had actually happened. Detectives then decide to confront Brittany with everything James had told them, as they know they do not have the full story yet. What follows is incredibly shocking.
We're just trying to figure out, just hold on, exactly what you were thinking. Why? Because from what you've said, and please correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay.
James told you, I want the kids gone, I don't want to see them no more.
Yes.
When you loaded up in the car with the kids,
Mm-hmm.
you left Crawford Street with all 3 kids.
Yes.
James was in that house.
Yes.
He wanted you to take them somewhere and never bring them back.
Yes.
Okay. So you're confused. You care about James.
And I also
Just you care about James, right?
Yes.
So you take off.
So both the plan was, I guess at this moment, is to bring the kids to a dirt road somewhere and just drive off, just to leave them there, not be seen again.
Off driving. So you get to Rush Run, and did you tell them, hey, hop out and pee, or the day?
Well, they said at first they said I have to pee. I said, okay, well, go ahead and go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you got out and you went in through the side door.
The side back door, yes.
Right, and you lifted him out.
Yes.
Set him on the ground.
Yes. I didn't throw him or anything.
Well,
I just set him
sure, sure. Nobody's saying you did. So once he's on the ground, what happens then?
I went to go pull off.
Where was James whenever you backed up and pulled out? Little James.
Well, I wasn't all the way into the parking spot. I was just like halfway there, not all the way there. When I went to go pull away, I'm guessing he had the handle.
Right.
And then I went to go drive off, and he, of course, had a handle. When I looked, he didn't have it. And so I heard kids screaming. I don't remember. I thought it was for sure Rachel, but they both, I don't know.
Why were they screaming? Because you were leaving?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they knew I wasn't never just going.
Sure.
So, they were standing by the bathroom stall, whatever it is, and James was kind of standing close to them, but not that close. And as I showed you on the paper, I just went around him and didn't realize he had the handle.
Did you see him grabbing a handle?
No.
Okay, you're just.
But when I kind of like, I'm assuming he grabbed the handle because I kind of pulled him a little bit, not much, and he got up and then fell back down. I guess I kind of probably made him hurt his knee on the ground or something, and he lost his balance, and he tried to catch his balance. He didn't get to, and he fell and busted his head on the ground.
Without even a hint of remorse, Brittany has carefully narrated the incident, claiming it to be an accident, thinking that it would make her look less guilty for her child's death.
That ain't gonna work, woman. You plan to leave your children on the ground and the dirt road, never to be seen again. Oh, for real, y'all just, even if that was actually how he died wasn't actually, you deserve, because you planned for them to die in the first place. You put her under the jail. It's the worst parent I've heard so far. This is one of the worst parents I've heard. Not the worst, but definitely like top 5.
So when you got back home with James, you come back with the kids. How do you bring James? Do you just carry James into the house, or does James go out and get him?
I carried him in.
Okay.
Where are the clothes at that you were wearing when you carried them in?
Sitting on top of my basket.
Are they dirty?
Yeah.
Right, I got you.
So you carry the boy back inside.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd already contacted James and told him what happened? Okay, by text or by call?
It was a text.
You sent him a text?
Yes, and then he called me, told me to bring him back because he couldn't get James to listen.
So you bring the kid back, you carry the kid in, and then what happened? Where do you put the kid? Where do you put James?
I just laid him on the when you walk in the door, that room right there, on the floor.
The front, when you walk in the front door?
Yes, the front room.
So the living room?
Where the couch is, yes.
You laid him?
I laid him on the floor.
Okay.
The bare floor.
Mm-hmm.
And he took him upstairs.
James took him upstairs?
And put him in the bedroom.
We're going to give you a few minute break, and then we'll be right back.
Do you need anything? You need another restroom? You need anything?
I wish I had an anxiety med.
Not a single tear on this mother's face yet, which goes to show she doesn't really care about her kid, something you don't see very often at this level. James then tells the detective how he and Brittany got rid of the evidence by dumping little James's body into a river.
Took off about halfway across the bridge, stopped, put it in park. She grabbed his feet, I grabbed his shoulders and threw him.
You guys pull up. You guys.
Listen, I need to give credit to these detectives. Because it would be hard for me not to want to reach over this table and strangle this fucker. The non-care that I would want to strangle both of them. It would be so hard. I'd have to leave. I'd be the one. If there was third thing, I'd leave. And they'd be like, "Why? I can't." I'm like, "I can't do it. I'll commit a crime if I'm around these people. I can't do this. They do not deserve." The two children should never even go see you again. Because you were okay if they died. I want to strangle them both.
You see a car and you pull over right before the bridge, or 100 yards before the bridge.
About 100 yards.
Right around there. You wait, you go by. As soon as that happens, you guys pull up and you there's really not much room there.
She jumps out.
Okay.
I didn't even open my driver's door. I just climbed around. She opened the side slider door, grabbed his feet. I grabbed his shoulders. Nothing I'm aware of, sir. As soon as we let him go, I jumped right back in the van. When we got going, she looked at me and said, "I heard him hit," and kind of giggled about it even.
Right. So, did you see him, did he float? Did you see him floating?
I don't know. I had no idea. She got straight back in the van and we took off.
And again, that's kind of where we are. You're worried entirely too much about what she said. No, listen. I want the whole truth too. That's why you know the whole truth. You're sitting here fishing me to see what I know, and I've been fished by the best of them, and I'm not going to be a about it, but you ain't the best.
James's attempts to outsmart the detective are failing, so he finally comes clean as he realizes there's no way he's getting out of this now.
I've got a lot of info here.
She wanted something to help hold him down in the water. There was a brick tied to his chest.
There's a brick tied to him?
Yes.
What kind of brick?
About this long, about that thick.
Like a cinder block brick, or like what kind of brick?
Something like a center block brick. It's more like a yard walking stone brick. It's about this long, like I was saying.
Right. Where'd you get the brick? You go out of the back of your yard and you go to the right down the alley or to the left down the alley?
To the right.
So you went to the right. Did you go to the cross?
I want to smack the shit. I want to beat the shit out of this guy. I want to beat him so bad. I want to beat him with the chair he's sitting on. I want to beat him with the chair that's in that room. Just grab and smack the side of his head open with it. He deserve it. He'd absolutely deserve it.
Alley, or did you go on? So you go to the Crosses Alley and you make a left. So you see, this is how this works. I know a load of information about this. A lot of it's been confirmed, and I've ruled out some of it. Well, some of it that you told us initially. Now, with that being said, I'm not holding that against you because you're a little bit freaked out. But here's where we are. Right now is going to be one of your only opportunities to genuinely show me that you're going to cooperate. This is good. This is good because I knew all this.
The detectives have enough information from James to charge him, and seeing James stick to his final story of him not knowing what Brittany was going to do after she took the kids, they decide it's finally time to talk to Brittany, who will end up revealing the brutal truth.
Okay, I need a shower. Like, you can see I'm breaking out everywhere.
I'll ask him. I'll go back there and talk to him as soon as I drop you back off. I got a question for you, though. Are you willing to talk to me about what happened?
Yeah.
First off, I need to know why you guys are down in Richmond, Indiana, at Walmart.
I didn't go to any Walmart.
You did not go to any Walmart?
No, that's why I'm looking at you like, what are you talking about?
Did he take the kids and go to Walmart?
He might have. I don't know.
Okay.
I've not seen the video yet. He does stuff when I'm sleeping. So how am I supposed to know anything?
Well, I mean, you're not sleeping 24/7.
My meds would let me. I'd be sleeping 24/7.
Is he really where you said you dumped him?
My son?
Yes.
Yes. That's where he dumped him.
Okay, but you were with him.
Yes. Okay. That is where
you guys went to do it.
Yes.
That's legit.
And yes, he said to make sure we dumped him on that side because of the currency or something goes this way. I don't know nothing about the water.
So it doesn't matter.
Even though it was an accidental.
I think it was, but you went there to dispose of your kids, to leave your kids out there is what you went to do.
I went to go there to drop them off, not to harm them or anything.
Okay, but you're still abandoning your children.
Brittany's description of events is chilling.
Yeah.
The way she describes the accidental death of her son without showing any emotion.
It also is hilarious because she's just like, they're like, no, you went there to abandon your children and leave them there. She's like, no, but I didn't harm them. I didn't hit them or anything, right? I just went there to leave them. I didn't plan to harm them or anything. Like, she actually thinks she's in the right here, which is unbelievable. She actually thinks she should be getting away with this, which is fucking insanity.
Or tears tells us the kind of creep she is.
Yeah.
Seeing this, the detective gives Brittany a final chance to come clean. Realizing she's going to be in more trouble than she thought she'd be in, Brittany changes her story as a last effort to pin the crime on James.
He wasn't responding when he got out of the van.
Where at?
Remember when I told you when we got there, he wasn't.
When you got
there, he was already dead before you got there. Yes or no?
Yeah, he had to, because he wasn't.
Okay, then how did he die?
Whatever James did to him upstairs.
Okay, you need to tell me that. What did James do?
The kid, all three
kids. You can ask all three of them.
Because I know he hog-tied them.
Yeah, okay. And he was beating them.
Why didn't you call us?
He wouldn't let me have a phone.
I hate her. I hate her unbelievably. I actually legitimately hate her. I hate these two. These two are top 5 worst parents I've ever seen. I hate these two. Every fiber of my being. I want these two to be. I want to beat them with the chairs these detectives are sitting on. I want to beat them in shit. They don't deserve any. No, I have no sympathy for these. Put them under the jail. Put them under the jail. Don't put them 6 feet under. Put them fucking 12, 18 feet under.
Okay, so he's dead before you even take him out of the house. Is that correct?
Yeah, I didn't know it.
Who loads him up in the car? So he didn't walk to the car.
The kids, like, basically helped him to the car. The other two kids helped James to the car.
Your 2 other kids carried dead James to the car.
They are not buying this. Just arrest her. Please just arrest her. Please just let me be done with these 2 pieces of fucking shit.
Okay,
am I
lying.
No, am I not making this sense?
No, not at all.
Can you please stop yelling at me?
You're going to sit here and tell me and tell us that your two other babies carried youngest one to the car.
So then you really didn't drag James.
No, that's why I keep trying to tell y'all. I didn't do anything to that little boy.
You did? Yeah, you did. You didn't help him, number one. Okay? You're a grown-ass adult. That's a little baby.
Yeah.
How many times, what are they going to say about you hitting on him?
I'm not really hitting on them at all. I make them stand in the corner.
What are they going to say about you hitting on them that night with James upstairs?
They're probably just going to say I whipped their butt. That's about it. Like you said, you do your children.
Right.
But I don't punch them, leave bruises, nothing. That's all James.
After hours of interrogation, Brittany is crying for the first time ever, describing her son's death so casually, calling him little boy instead of my son, and changing stories every minute has led detectives to confirm that this is indeed a cold-hearted killer.
100%. Arrest them both. I hate both these two.
And they've had enough of her lies.
I'm about to lose my temper and I'm trying not to. I'm going to take a break.
Do you want to talk to me or no? You probably don't because you're not going to tell me the truth. You've sat back there in that jail and you've tried to come up with some excuse for the, hold on, let me move over here. I'm too close to you. Because you've sat back there and that, just listen, okay? You've sat back there in that jail and you've tried to come up with some reason to justify you not getting charged with murder. Here's where we are, okay? You took them out there hoping no one would ever see them, find them, or you would never see them or hear from them again. Is that a safe assumption?
Brittany was finally sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 21 years. James, on the other hand, was sentenced to 19 years in prison for playing his part in the murder of 6-year-old James. If you enjoyed this video...
How did he only get... I am the sentences here are flabbergasting me. I am in disbelief. I can't think straight. Oh my god. Good thing to end this video because I need a break from it now. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you all enjoyed this reaction video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the next one.